Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. So we're going to talk about Bose's behavior in the last 2 episodes. The first thing is gaslighting. She literally says that Amanda is the Pinocchio mask, and we all hear it on camera, and she lies straight to Amanda's face and says, no, that's not what happened. I never said that. That's the definition of gaslighting. So Bose is gaslighting, and she's dragged Natalie into this thing. And yeah, that's pretty fucking toxic. The second thing, the cult comment. Saying that Amanda is a cult leader is super dismissive and harmful to people who've actually lived through cults. I will tag the knitting cult lady if anyone wants to educate themselves. Bose certainly needs an education on what meets the criteria for a cult, because Amanda's courses and teachings, like many others who are in the woo-woo spiritual manifestation realm, do not meet the criteria for a cult. And Bose is way off base, and it's really harmful and disrespectful to cult survivors to say stuff like that. The third thing is her saying to Amanda, oh, you need to be more vulnerable with us. Let us get to know who you really are and stop talking about your business. Why? Why the fuck should she do that? You've bullied her this whole season. You've been critical. You've been harassing her. You've been alienating her. All these things that you've done. You guys, most of the women on the show are not trustworthy. They backstab. They gossip. Why would you tell them vulnerable things about yourself? Why would you really let them in beyond your boundaries when they're just going to use it against you to hurt you? Like, no way. That's stupid. Amanda would be so stupid if she was just like, yeah, let me just tell you every single thing about my life, my husband and my kids and blah, 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 blah. When you're like just going to use that to manipulate and backstab and make her look bad. You don't deserve that, Bose. You don't deserve people's vulnerability when you behave the way you do, gaslighting people and calling them cult leaders. And then 5 minutes later, you want them to be vulnerable with you. This is crazy, right? And so I don't usually like to call out people of color for their behaviors, but in this scenario, I think she's done so much. She's crossed the line so often that I'm just like, we got to talk about this, guys. So that's a wrap for the last 2 episodes.